Where have you been? 'Cause I haven't seen you around. Is that even the right lyric? I don't think it's the right lyric after where have you been, is it? No, I don't know. Hey guys, it's Curtis. I hope you're doing well. I know it's been a while. It's literally been about 3 weeks. I only uploaded one video in September and that is poor attendance. If I was in college, I'd be kicked out for that, so I'm really sorry. But I'm back today to show you how to make a sort of caramel popcorn cupcake, and I made this recipe up back in May, and I did it for a cake stall, and I had like a couple of cupcakes left over by the end of that cake stall, so I kind of devoured it with my mum, and honestly, I didn't even do any taste testing before I sold them. But they are honestly my favourite cupcakes ever. And I know I said I'm not even that into cupcakes, but these cupcakes are so good. It's like a brown sugar moist cupcake sponge, and I fill it with some sort of caramel, and I've got some sort of caramel buttercream going around it with some sort of caramel popcorn on top and sort of caramel drizzled on top. So basically with sort of caramel all the way through this cupcake. It's probably one of my favourite flavours ever. So yeah, I really felt like I should share it with you guys. I hope you guys make it. So yeah, I'm going to share this recipe with you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, to get yourself started for this recipe, you're going to need to get some flour, some white sugar, some brown sugar, some baking powder, and a pinch of salt. And you're just going to mix it all together. If your brown sugar is a little bit lumpy like mine is, just try and break that up with your whisk. And you don't need to be perfect because you're going to put your wet ingredients in there. It's all going to sort of dissolve, but try and get it as combined as possible. Now moving on to your wet ingredients, you're going to get a jug. You're going to pour some milk in there, as well as 1 egg, some melted butter, some vegetable oil, and a teaspoon of vanilla. And you're just going to mix this all up. And by the way, I will be leaving all of the measurements for this in the description box below. Now going back to your dry ingredients, you're going to pour all of your wet in there, and you're going to mix it all together until you have a nice smooth mixture like this. And that is literally your cupcake batter, as simple as that. Now I'm going to line a cupcake tray with some cupcake liners. Once I've done so, I'm going to fill up my cupcake liners with an ice cream scoop with my batter. I'm just going to fill them all the way up. Well, not all the way up, you're just going to fill them about 3/4 of the way full. And you're going to pop those into the oven at 160 degrees centigrade, and it's going to take about 20 minutes for these to bake. And then once they're done, they should be looking something like this. Once you've made your cupcakes, you're going to put them to the side just to cool down. You can start to make your sort of caramel popcorn. So you can pop your own popcorn if you want to. I just bought a bag of popcorn from the shop because I really just couldn't bother doing so. So yeah, you're going to put some of that into a bowl, a heat-proof bowl, and then I'm going to take literally about 100 grams of sugar and put that in a pan. And I'm just going to caramelize this on a medium-high heat, trying not to stir it, and it's best to just sort of swizzle it around like I've just done, so you're going to avoid sort of crystallizing your sugar. And you just want it to get to an amber color like this. Once it's mostly sort of liquidy, you can start to stir it just to try and get all of it sort of melted. And then you're going to put in 1 tablespoon of butter. I'm going to mix that through. And I'm also going to put a pinch of sea salt in there. I'm just going to mix that up. Once it's all combined, you can take it off the heat and pour all of that caramel into your popcorn. And you're just going to mix that up. Try not to fling your popcorn out of the bowl. Try and keep it all in there. And then once all your popcorn's mostly sort of coated, you're going to take a baking tray lined with some parchment paper, and you're just going to pour all of your popcorn onto there. Spread this out. I want it all to sort of be clumped together, but I want it to spread out just so it cools down a little bit, cool down a lot better. Once it's cooled down, it's going to take about 15 minutes. You can see you can just sort of break it up, and I just want to break it up into clumps that will just fit on top of the cupcake quite nicely. It's just a little nice topper to add to it, and it tastes absolutely delicious as well. Now going back to your cupcake, I'm going to core it with an apple corer. I just want to get rid of the middle, and I'm going to fill this with some salted caramel. If you don't know how to make salted caramel, I do have a recipe on how you can do that, and I will leave a link for that in the description box below or somewhere up here. I also have a written recipe for it as well. So I'm going to take my buttercream. This is a Swiss meringue buttercream, by the way, and if you don't know how to make Swiss meringue buttercream, I do have a video for that as well, which I will link. Anyway, I'm going to pour some of my salted caramel into that buttercream. I'm going to fold that through, and it's just going to make our buttercream taste of salted caramel basically. You can put as much salted caramel into this buttercream as you want. It's kind of up to your taste. And I've put it in a piping bag fitted with a star tip nozzle, and I used this nozzle on those rainbow cupcakes that I did like last month or a couple of months ago, I can't remember. But yeah, I read out the thing wrong. I was so stupid. I had it right in front of me and I got it wrong. I said G-E-M, like jam, but it's gem as in like Gemma. Like it is J, not G, J-E-M 2D salted nozzle, and it's from a brand called PME, if I remember rightly. But yeah, sorry I got that wrong in my last video. Anyway, I'm gonna start in the middle and I'm gonna do a swirl around the cupcake, making sure I cover all of the surface area, and then I do a swirl on top of that. So I'm kind of doing like a double rosette and I kind of swipe away off it. And once I've done that, I'm gonna take a nice piece of that salted caramel popcorn and place it on top, and then I'm just gonna drizzle my cupcake with some salted caramel. I'm going to show you this one more time from a different angle. So starting from the middle, covering the surface area, going around and doing a rosette on top of that swirl, and then putting some salted caramel on top, salted caramel popcorn on top rather, and I'm just going to drizzle some salted caramel just on top of that cupcake so it looks nice and sexy. And that's basically it. That's how I made these salted caramel cupcakes. They should be looking something like this. If you love these cupcakes as much as I do, then make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Both those buttons are just down there. So make sure you click both of those, it'll make me very, very happy. And check me out on social media. I've got all my links for those in the description box below, so you can see what I'm up to in the kitchen and whatever. Sometimes I post on my story on Instagram, so like little exclusives on there. I don't know why my voice did that then. But yeah, all the links for us are in the description box below, and I feel like I'm rambling. So I'm gonna wrap this video up here. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. I'm gonna get a video up next week. I promise the gap is not gonna be as long. I just kinda had, my mind was just all over the place. I don't know what's wrong with me. So yeah, I'll see you next week with a new video, and take care. And yeah, bye.